Hi.
Awkward. Okay, hi guys. This episode is dedicated to everyone who says, "Oh, how did your delivery go? Oh, share your delivery story with us." So we're here to share it.
Yeah.
Nisho
Story. So we are going to be talking about the delivery. Bam.
Boom. We are the Talisha Yamis, and thank you again for coming. Welcome to our channel. If you are new here, please
Subscribe.
yeah. Okay. Gist. You guys have already. If you watched our first video, we talked about first time parenting and all that. But today we just want to go into the delivery proper.
Yeah.
From we gave birth on Sunday, October 20.
October 20.
So we'll start from Friday. Because Friday is where the gist started from.
Okay.
And we just continue. Alright. So who should start?
Okay, let me start.
I want to hear
Okay,
what
I
you
remember on Friday, that was on the 18th, yes. On Friday on the 18th, I was going to work. I was going to my office, and the way the Lagos State is, you have to leave very, very early. So I left very early in the morning.
Is it that early?
And like not too early because then she was heavy, and we have to make sure we are not far from home. So I left for my office. I got to Ikeja along. I kept on seeing her missed call. She kept on calling me, and I picked. And the next thing she said was, "I'm feeling pain. I'm feeling pain."
It wasn't that dramatic.
I'm feeling
It
pain.
wasn't that-
Oh my god. So okay, yeah, she was actually feeling the pain. So I was so scared. What I did was I just stopped, I dropped and turned back. Because I was scared. At that point, I don't even want to take any chance at all. I don't want any story that touches this whole.
First lesson, don't be scared.
Yes, don't be scared.
There's nothing to be scared about. It's
Yeah,
just
but
the-
sincerely, I was scared that day. I won't lie.
It was obviously.
I
Ladies are
ran
always
back.
the stronger ones.
Guess what? I came back. My wife was sitting quietly, and I've missed my office for that day.
As if you're not happy. Let me tell you guys my part. So that day I was home. My due date was closed. My EDD was I think 22nd. And it was 18, but they already said it's plus or minus, right? So I was home, and then I just started feeling like menstrual pain. It was very mild. I'm like, oh my god, is this it? And again, it was close to my EDD. I've never felt any kind of contraction before. I was fit, so I was like, okay, is this it? And then they said time it and whatever. So I timed it for 30 minutes. It was quite consistent. So I'm like, I think I'm in labor or something. So and they told us that if you exercise or walk during that period, you can induce labor. So my people, maybe I felt the pain and I sent him the message, and I went to the staircase. I was going up and down, up and down. Do you know that after walking for like maybe 5 minutes, I didn't feel anything. It was almost like I did not even feel that
That was
pain.
after I was rushing
I felt
back.
very silly, honestly, but it was already coming back home, so I just moved with the program.
I got home and she was just sitting down. Oh
I was
my
like, where's
God.
the food?
I was like, huh?
It
Where's the pain?
well,
But I understood, so I had to
It was
just stay.
false
I didn't go
labor.
back. I didn't even bother to go back to the office.
yeah,
I
because
just
I thought I was
stayed.
not going to go into the
Because,
border.
yeah, so you never can tell.
Yeah.
So that was
so
Friday.
let's move to Friday evening. So Friday evening, we're like, this baby will so call me. Let's go on. Let's go out. Let's enjoy ourselves before people comes. So we went to a restaurant. When we got to the restaurant, I don't know if you can find that video. If you find the video, we'll insert it. If not,
Yeah, if not.
we went to the restaurant and we're like, oh, this baby, you have to come out. We are tired. Because I was tired. God. And then because I had felt that false labor in the morning, my expectations just went like, like, hey, baby's coming.
Come.
And me, I went to the market like 5 months when I was 5 months pregnant, and I'd been arranging the bag since 5 months. So I was ready. I was so ready. And then we came back home, and then we slept.
Yeah, we slept.
Around
funny enough, you remember that day while we were at the restaurant, we're still saying that this may be the last. This should be the last outing before you come out. So, baby, can you hear us now? After this, come out. So we came home. We slept normally, and guess what?
Guess what?
She woke up before me, and any movement while she was pregnant, any movement, I would open my eyes, forget. So she woke up and the next thing she told me was, babe, see, guess what I saw? Water.
You didn't see it.
I was like,
You didn't see the water.
okay, you saw the water.
He was asking me if I peed on myself.
I said, did
I'm
you
like,
pee on yourself?
That's so
What?
rude.
So I told her to go to the toilet,
Restroom, yeah.
restroom.
Same
Probably
thing.
maybe you want to pee or something.
I'm like, no, I
She
can
went
control
there,
my
she
bladder.
controlled her pee and the thing came again.
No, let me say.
Ah.
So when I got down from
Jesus.
the bed, I was like, I wanted to, as in like the water just, I couldn't control it. Just I was like, oh my god, babe, water. And it's like, are you sure? You know what? I'm like, excuse me, that I can't control my bladder. Before I got to the toilet, I had peed. Like I didn't pee. My god, water had come out like maybe 3 more times. I
It's
was
like you open tap.
yeah,
small,
and you can't control it.
and you can't control it. Just coming
Well,
down.
my own,
like this.
our own didn't do the one that's just wow, the way
Yeah.
it is to do it kept coming out in small portions. So I think another lesson is your labor experience will be different from
The next person. So once you experience something unusual, just pay attention.
Just pay attention. And don't start saying
Yeah.
no because the two zone, the water that came first.
So you are expecting
Your
to
water
know,
to some
it
people's
can
own
come
is
in.
show.
Yeah.
Do you know what show is?
Do you know the blood thing?
Yeah, like the bloody
Yeah.
mucus
So
thing.
just
So
pay
just
attention
pay
at that
attention once
point.
you are close
Pay
to
attention.
your
So what we did was, based on what I have seen before, when my sister-in-law wanted to give birth, it was similar, but the only difference is ours was tiny and that one just came boom. So we rushed immediately. We
didn't rush because we're still
didn't-
taking our time.
Yeah, we
was
took
still
our
doing-
bath
oh,
and
yeah.
got ready, and we went straight to the
Will you branch? It was 4 a.m. in the morning.
4 a.m. in the morning. So,
So, yeah.
another thing is, it can come anytime.
Anytime,
Just
be
be ready. Be
4
ready for
a.m.
it.
Like everywhere was dark.
Yes, everywhere was dark and we just had to go.
So we got there Saturday morning, 4 a.m.
Mm.
And then prior to that time, the last antenatal I went for that time, the doctor had told me that if I came back on Wednesday, because my antenatal is on Wednesday, and she had told me that if I came back to the antenatal on Wednesday, they were going to hold me down. So as I got to the maternity ward like this, she was the first person I saw. She was like, welcome, but you don't look like you're in labor. You're still laughing. I'm like, am I supposed to be crying? But then I wasn't in pain. It was just the water, and because the water broke, that we had to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
So they just admitted me to the labor room. By the way, we used the general hospital.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we did. Why did we use the general hospital?
No, you remember it was based on advice. You know what we were told
During
because
counseling.
sincerely we don't like stress,
Yeah, and general hospital is stress.
but general hospital is stressful. But I think when it
They
comes
were-
to
they were okay.
having every equipment needed for a treatment, and consultants are always on ground, so we took that advice and
It was okay. It
It
was
was-
stressful.
it was
like
stressful,
let's
but-
not lie. God,
it's actually
very stressful.
okay. at the
Donate
end.
blood.
Yeah.
Test. You
See,
do that.
please let me tell you guys something. I went to donate blood,
Uh-huh.
big pint of blood.
Uh,
They gave me malt to drink. Somebody that donated blood and need malt and milk. Please, who drank the malt?
I'm
So
pregnant.
I donated blood. She drank the malt. I don't understand.
You don't like more.
Okay, fast forward.
Okay, fast
Yeah.
forward. So we use the general hospital and we got there, and so in the general hospital there is a labor ward where they are not yet ready for delivery.
But you just donated.
Right, you just be.
I can't forget.
They took me to the labor ward, and there was somebody there.
Yes, yes.
This thing is not by first to come.
It's not by first come on.
I was hoping that she would give birth before me.
Yeah.
And everything, but a lot of things happen when it comes to this delivery. So
Remember somebody came, like,
let's not.
in fact, let's not come
It was
back.
a painful experience. Let's come to you. So we got there. We were just sitting down. They brought my file. I was sitting. I was just chilling. I wasn't feeling any pain. Updating family and friends. Oh, hi guys. It was awkward because I wasn't in any pain. I remember that I was frustrating the nurses. I don't like small spaces. When I felt so enclosed. And for the labor room was not so small, but I just needed to walk around. And then maybe if it was a private ward or maybe like hospitals abroad, maybe they would. But general hospital now, they were like, are they there to show me? I'm like, I'm already outside. I'm like, outside. I'm like,
Someone that was getting ready to deliver.
because the place was, I just wanted to be free, I wanted to walk around. I wasn't in any pain.
Yes.
Do you understand? So they checked me. I was 2 cm. I was 2
Yes.
centimeters dilated.
Dilated.
So it was a waiting game. So we just continued waiting. I think I started feeling. I think we should fast forward to when I started feeling contractions.
Yes.
That would be around 6:30 p.m.
And note, while she was moving up and down, see, for the men, just know that from that point, from that moment, your mind should be at rest, but you have to be on your toes.
Yeah, true.
And don't be far away from that labor room, because they can need your attention at any point. But I remember I was going up and down. Mr. Tolu, show me, please. Come on, please take this paper. You check it. You have to go to the pharmacy to get something. You have to be going up and down. In fact, that was a compulsory exercise.
That's your contribution to the delivery, because not like
my contribution started from the conception.
Oh God.
What do you mean? Yes.
God,
Yeah, fast
focus.
forward.
So I started feeling contractions, I think around past 6:30. By the time they checked me, maybe, I was 2 centimeters in the morning. By the time they checked me around past 6, I was about I was about 4 centimeters dilated. And they were like, okay, oh God, I'm going to 10, you guys. You have to get to 10 centimeters before you can start pushing. So just and during that period, how are you feeling? They were asking me, are you okay? They gave me, I think they tested the line in me or something. So how are you feeling now? I'm fine. But once they inside the line, you can't really do so much of moving.
Yes.
So I was just, my phone was dead, because really, I just wanted to be like, hi to myself, to take away my whatever from what was happening. The pain was serious, but it was still holding, like I could still take it. They checked me around 8, so
Yeah.
I was already 6 cm dilated. So they were like, okay, you're getting ready.
We're getting closer.
I was 6 cm, but they were like, it's still 10, no, so don't push. I'm like, I'm not pushing, but and I was just praying.
Wait, sorry. I remember when she was, explaining me, we're not there yet. I kept on getting suggestions from people. Hey, sure you will not do is this CS they call it?
CS,
Sure you will not do CS like that's like. No, in my mind, once I hear that word CS, fear, I just think of knife, whatever, cutlass, whatever they're using. Yeah, but then, another thing is to teach you is, speak what you are Christians, you listen to the word of God, you listen to God, so speak what you desire for that situation.
So I get,
but also pay attention to doctor's advice.
True.
So if they tell you
you have to
do that.
So yeah, I was 6 cm. So they were telling me, I was like, I'm tired, I'm getting tired. This pain is me. Say, you can't get tired. Don't stop saying tired. Instead of saying you're tired, say I receive strength.
Yes.
Like this, my matron was a very. So I was like, I receive strength. And then from 6 cm by 10, I was now 8 cm. By 10, I was 8 cm. By 10 p.m., around 10 p.m. ish, I was 8 cm dilated. And when I was 8 cm dilated, they were not like, let's quickly take her to the delivery room. I was still in the labor room all this while. Let's quickly take her to the delivery room, because by the time this one gets to 10 cm, she will not wait for us. So, do you understand? That's very fair, by the way.
Yeah, you can hear him now.
She won't wait for us. So once I was 8 centimeters dilated, they took me to the delivery room.
Yeah.
And they took my baby's dress and everything, and they went to the room. Again, still a waiting game.
Yeah, still a waiting game.
You still have to wait until you get to that 10 centimeters.
Yes.
And so I was 8 cm at around 10. By 12:30 or 1-ish, I was now fully dilated, and it was time to push. Oh God. This one, I was so scared. I was, how am I going to do this? I've not done this before. But the first thing that the nurses, doctors, they will coach you if you're going to do a vagina. Alright. So, before until you're 10 centimeters, obviously you cannot push. And during that waiting game to 10 centimeters, a lot of drama was happening. So I started vomiting at a point. I didn't even know that people used to vomit when they're in labor. I vomited. I started getting like tired of the whole. Oh, I need to push. Like I started feeling the need to push before I got 10 centimeters. So to hold myself, I was like, I need to push. Don't pull. And all. So by the time I got to 8 centimeters, it took me to the delivery room. All right, it's time to push. Thankfully, I wasn't vomiting anymore. And all. I was just like, how am I gonna do this? I got to 10 centimeters. Before I got 10 centimeters, I was done. I was like, you guys help me, matron. I think I'm 10 centimeters. They're like, you're not 10. We just checked you. I'm like, I know I'm 10. And I think after some time, she was like, okay, so you're 10. We will check you now. So she keeps checking. She was like, she's already 10. Oh. And once I was 10, they brought everything together. And then it was time to push. I was really like, can I do this thing, Lord? For a split second, I was starting to doubt I was going to be able to do it, but I was like, no, I've already prayed, I've done everything, and I can do this. So thankfully, they will coach you. So they coached me, hold your leg like this, you do this, you push for a long time. My first push, for my mind, I pushed with all my strength and soul. And she was like, she pushed, so I was like, I'm trying. They were like, all the talk you have been doing, because trust me guys, I was talking. Before I got 10 centimeters, I frustrated the nurses there with talk. They were always looking for me. So they're like, all your ginger, now you're telling us that you cannot push. I said, okay, I will try again. So the second push, thankfully was a better one. I screamed. So when I pushed, she was like, hey, this is a push. I can see his head. Oh yeah. You can do this. Don't be tired though. So I was like, oh God, just help me. Oh God, I just need to get this baby out. Because God, if they told me at that point that there was another method to get him out apart from pushing, I would take it. So the third push that I did, then his head came out. Once his head came out, it was just to now turn his shoulders, and then the rest of his body came out. I cannot even express the relief I felt in my soul. Then in my mind, they were like, very good, we're very proud of you. Somebody else was also in the TV room pushing. She gave it like a few minutes before me. Both of us were first time. So they were like, we're very proud of you guys. I was like, oh my God, I think I have a tear. Oh my God, I think I have it. Because I was feeling, when something cuts now, I was feeling that. I was like, oh my God. And they were like, only tear. And then the sewing was uncomfortable, honestly. Very uncomfortable. But I was excited to be out or to be done. I pushed out my placenta before the sewing, obviously, and then they sewed me, and then I was done. Once I was done with the sewing, then they did skin to skin so that the baby could bond with me. They say put breast in your baby's mouth. Don't even answer me, just slept off, but I tried. So if you can, please do it. It helps with bonding and all. Now to the lessons. I think the first thing is, don't be scared. Don't be scared. God is with you. You can do this. You can totally do this. If I can do it, anybody can do it, because I don't think I have that physical strength. I'm a baby girl. So I think the second lesson would be trust the process, trust your doctors, and trust God. You have prayed. Now this is the time for action, and trust your body. Listen to the doctors. If they say don't push, so that you don't tear. Please. And if you have to do CS, like I said before, please do it. Your life is more important. A healthy baby and a healthy mother is what's important. I think another lesson would be enjoy the process. A lot of things will be happening during that period. Don't complain so much on the negative. Oh, this one is not happening. Oh, I want this. Oh, I want that. Don't complain so much on the negatives. Enjoy the process, and you will be fine.
All right. Yes. For me, I remember very well during this process. I was with my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law was even around. So, I kept on running elder together. They called me, Mr. Tolu, come and get this. I went to the pharmacy. I come back, getting stores, bringing them, and making sure she's fine. Because my mind was not totally at rest, but I kept on peeping, going to the labor room, peeping, trying to check. Oh, where are you feeling? And all those things. So, and they keep saying, Mr. Tolu, please come outside, leave the place. I'm like, leave where? Hey, Joe. So while waiting, my mother-in-law and I went around. We just went to stay somewhere. It was already dark, everywhere was quiet, it was late, but I couldn't sleep. I kept on moving up and down, walking around the hospital as if I was a security guard. I kept up because my mind wasn't at rest. So after a while, I think past 12 something, I left and went to the maternity ward. I waited outside just like every other person that had been there before I got there. So after a while, a nurse came out and said, Mr. Shola or something, congratulations, you have a baby girl. I'm like, the man beside me was just excited. Oh, thank God. The man hugged me. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for my own. So after a while, the man went inside and I asked the women that were around, I said, please, have they asked for Mr. Tolu? Have they called Mr. Tolu? He said, no. I said, Jesus, when will my turn come? Oh God, please help me. So at that point, I heard my wife's voice. I think then she was already pushing. I just like, ah! My brain was like, yay! So I was just praying, God, my wife is already pushing. Please, just do something. Let me just go inside. Let me come. I was a bit scared, but I heard a voice. Oh, I've never heard her scream that way. So I trust God that okay, everything will work fine. So I was calm. I heard it the second time. I was like, God, I started praying at that point, and I stopped hearing her voice. So the same nurse that came out to announce the other one came out and said, Mr. Tolu Shoyemi. You know, that's how they call people there. So Mr. Tolu, I was like, Ma, honey, congratulations, oh, you have a baby boy. I just started rolling on the floor. I was just crying. I actually cried. I was like, God. It was a wonderful experience. So immediately I ran to meet with the nurse. I said, please wait. Where is my wife? He said, your wife is fine. Where is she? He said, she's okay. I started crying. I said, God, thank you, Jesus. And after a while, I called my mother-in-law immediately. She came and she was excited too. We were just so excited. So that was the experience. It was a wonderful experience. So the lesson from this is this. 1, trust God. Just trust God. And keep calm. Put your mind at rest. Just believe God is in control of everything. And always be available. Be available. Don't be far away. Just be available. They can call you at any time. They can need you at any time to get stuff, to get something. So they can need you at any time. I remember when I finally entered, they just handed over my baby to me. Like, oh, so look at you. This is what you look like. We have been waiting for you. So it was a good experience. So that's just what you need to learn from it also. Just be available, trust God, and everything will be perfect. We serve a God of perfection. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much for watching. That was our delivery experience. Very short.
Yes,
but we hope that you learned something.
Yeah, hope you learned something from it. So keep it locked down, like I used to say. So till we come your way again. Thank you for watching. Thank you for having us again. Like we say, peace out.